For over 30 years, we have faced an educational equity crisis in this country. There are 30 million low-income students, and only 2 out of 10 are proficient in math and reading. 1.2 million students drop out every year. 2/3 of inmates are high school dropouts. ACE Scholarships is helping to narrow this gap by providing the opportunity to have equal access to a quality education. We do this by giving children from low-income families partial tuition scholarships to attend the private school of their choice from grades K through 12. ACE stands for parental choice, and when parents and students actively choose paths that are right for them, success happens. In fact, on average, 90% of ACE scholars graduate from high school. What better ROI than to invest in young people to not only change their lives, but to change our society?
My name is Jason DeFreya. I'm the president at ACE, and we've been in business for 22 years. We raise funds in about 12 states, and what we do is we take those funds and we allocate them to families predominantly of lower income so that they can send their kids to private school. We're growing like mad, especially in Colorado. Excuse me. We have 850-something partner schools in the 12 states. Wow. 96% of them are predominantly faith-based.
For sure. Matter of fact, we talked a little bit about what God has done to bring the finances to ACE. And Jason made the statement, man, Pastor Rick, we got to find more students. We have more money than we know what to do with. I'm like, there's a great problem. Mm-hmm. But the money is allocated to students and their families that qualify. Tell us a little bit about that.
We just raised the income threshold to get more families that can qualify. In fact, it was a really cool story when we first went to Faith and we said, hey, we're doing this big thing. I had a guy come up to me and said, I really could use a scholarship, and he didn't qualify because of the income threshold. Well, I saw him again on Thursday. He comes up to me and said, hey, I got good news for you. Our board of directors just raised that threshold. You now qualify for a scholarship.
Oh, that is great.
He was so excited.
That is great.
What we're trying to do is make funds more available to more people so we can get more kids in the school. At at Forge alone, we'll have enough scholarships to give 140.
That's incredible.
So we need kids. Now,
that's incredible.
It's not a full ride. There has to be skin in the game for the family too. But it's $4,000 a kid. It's almost half of the tuition.
It's almost half of the tuition, and I will add this to the statement as a father who put 4 students through Faith from literally the nursery through 12th grade and never thought we could afford it. God does amazing work when you put your priority in your children's Christ-centered education. And we don't want it to be something where it's, free and clear. You gotta make a sacrifice. That's part of the ministry of the church and the ministry of every believer. But we also are providing some scholarship funds as well. So we could help with probably 60% or more if your student qualifies. So please, if you have an incoming high schooler or a high schooler that you would like to transfer to Forge, let's get this applied for right away.
Yeah, and let me just say a couple more things about it. When you think about education in the public sector, there are some good public schools. There really are some great teachers. Mm-hmm. But why do we do this? Well, there's 1.2 million high school kids that drop out every single year. That's a problem. Wow. That is a drain on society. 2 out of every 3 people in jail do not have a high school degree.
Whoa.
Yeah, and in our country today, we rank 38th in science internationally. We rank 19th in math internationally, and like 13th in reading. So we have a lot of opportunity. Private school, Christian private school, when kids we have a 96% graduation rate.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's great.
So it's not all the bad news. Like, there is a crisis, and you hear about it in the news, but there's some good news. When kids graduate, there's a guy that we have an alumni. His name is Jimmy Pham. He's from Vietnam. He was an alumni scholar at ACE, and he and his family moved here. Single mom, 2 kids. Jimmy got a scholarship, went to a Rupe Jesuit.
Yep.
Went to CU, graduated from CU with an aerospace engineering degree. Went to work for Boeing. He's at Boeing now. And he spoke at one of our big luncheons that we have every year in Colorado. We have a luncheon, about 1,500 people. We come and we talk about the program. And he gets up there, and I got to tell you this story. is amazing. He tells his story, how he got here and his whole, the struggles that him and his family went through. And he says, if it wasn't for ACE and a private education, I would not be up here today. And he looks out at the crowd and he says, I am the American dream.
Wow. Wow, that's it.
And
that's
who got goosebumps?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
did. I mean, that's exactly, that's
Yeah.
just one story, and we have thousands of them. This is extremely important, what we're doing as an organization, as a church, as Forge. I'm so thankful that we stepped into this is when we heard about faith, and we're keeping another Christian school open. So how do you get a scholarship? Let me just tell you real quick. Go to the new Forge website, and there's an admission. If you have a child that wants to go to Forge, you go to the admissions tab. You fill out the application to attend the school. If you need financial aid, you'll fill out this fax form. You'll create a profile. It's really important on that you select, if you need financial aid, ACE scholarships. And then we'll get that information and we'll take care of the rest.